I remember listening to some that would say that, they're looking at John Paul II as a saint, and I said, well, what about these Assisi meetings? What about him praying with, not just him, of course, but I'm using him as an example. They've all done this. But I'm like, what about him praying with these heretics? Oh, but that was wrong for him to do that. Well, yeah, I agree that it's wrong. But where are you hearing that it's wrong? Okay? Like, there's, what he did is part of probably why he's considered a saint. Those Assisi meetings, those ecumenical gatherings, is one of the reasons he's probably considered a saint by the Novus Ordo. In fact, they've nowhere condemned those actions. In fact, they see him as a virtuous act, and they emulate it, and they follow his example. Pope Benedict has continued these Assisi type meetings. Pope Francis has continued these Assisi type meetings. They're all following in his example of this mortal sin, public mortal sin. So, so in what way is this man a saint? And that's what I find interesting from the Novus Ordo trads. They call him Saint John Paul II, but yet they would never want to do these Assisi meetings. And so when I raised this objection, I said, well, look what he did. It was a public mortal sin. Well, not all saints are perfect. Well, the church, this person that calls himself the Pope that canonized him, that nowhere condemns this action. Nowhere. They praise it, okay? It's one of the reasons he's considered a saint. All right? So if you think what he did is a mortal sin, if you think what he did is a mortal sin against the faith, by praying with heretics and assembling them together and doing all these things which they did, if you think that's a public mortal sin against the faith and a public act of apostasy, which it is, there's no way this man could be considered a saint. Wake up.